Hi there, everyone. Caroline Hobbs here. So today I am going to go ahead and talk a little bit about myself, my background in real estate, how I got started. So let's dive in and start there. So what most people don't know is I'm actually third generation real estate. So my mother's stepfather, he was a contractor who had his real estate license, bought and sold homes. My mother, when I was a kid, she worked for Fieldstone, a builder out here in California. And so I grew up running around on the new development track. They were building out a huge development, which required going around in golf carts all day. And I absolutely fell in love with model homes and redesigning spaces, the whole construction process from start to finish, and really how you can take a house and make it into a home. So those are some things that I think are just ingrained within me because of how I got started. Just like any kid, like growing up, my mom used to tell me how she wanted to pass her business down to me. She moved into lending when I was in, I don't know, 5th or 6th grade, something around there. She went from selling new homes into financing just because she wanted to spend more time with us. We did a lot of sports and things like that as kids. And working for a builder, she was required to be in the office every weekend. So she made that sacrifice by moving into loans in order to spend more time with myself and my brother, who's actually my business partner. So I'm really thankful that I have such great resource in her. She really knows a lot about the entire process above and beyond just like financing. And so that's one of the things that makes me a little bit different than a lot of realtors as far as like the practice of real estate goes, is having that experience, having my mom just in the back of my head, hearing her talk about loans and things like that. I have a really good understanding of the different programs out there, the requirements, and I speak the language. So that absolutely helped when I was getting into real estate for the first time and deciding, that this was going to be a career path for me as well. So flash forward to college, I went to San Jose State and I have a degree in finance. When I was a junior in college, I needed a job to help, for extra cash so I could go out with my friends and do things. So I got a job working for a realtor up in Palo Alto, and it started out with me just hosting her open houses on the weekends, and then eventually it turned into me working as in an assistant capacity towards her. And also that's when I began to really dive into databases. At the time, I mean, we're talking back in like 2008. Databases were not common practice. Nobody kept track of their past clients or leads that came in. It was either you were working with them now or you weren't. And that was pretty much it. Nowadays, anyone in sales and honestly, companies nationwide are super dependent on their CRM systems in order to function. It's how you stay relevant with your customer base and can stay top of mind when they are ready to transact. So I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to manage her database. And I would have to reorganize and go through and call people and put them into the right groups and things like that. It was very rudimentary at the time. Obviously today, databases have grown in a significant direction. Real estate tech is just a few years behind every other industry. I'm not sure why, but it's one of the things that at Reward Realty I am trying to solve. Not everyone across the country sells homes at the $2 million price point. And so agents' capacity to be able to market, build these systems out, maintain these systems is highly dependent upon the amount of business that they have. And if they don't have a huge amount of business, it's an uphill battle to try and get that business coming in. So what we are doing at Reward Realty is we are trying to not only provide all of the tools that top agents are using to manage their workflow and market their businesses, but we're going one ahead with maintaining these systems for people. I'm very much building Reward Realty out much more like a marketing company than like a traditional real estate brokerage, because in my opinion, the traditional real estate brokerage model is not working anymore. People need more out of a brokerage than just a place to hang their license. And I don't think it's fair that realtors pay such exorbitant fees to be able to just hold their license somewhere and then still end up having to go out and get systems and tools and maintain them. And who has the time to do all of that? In real estate, you wear a lot of hats, and you're supposed to be an expert negotiator, expert marketer, expert website designer, expert photographer, videographer, social media influencer, you name it. It's a lot of pressure. And so it's amazing to me. I'm probably about 14, 15 years into this business now. It's amazing to me how many top producers, when you're actually in transaction, don't have their ducks in a row and are struggling to make those meaningful connections and give meaningful touch points to their clients along the way. So what we have done is, honestly, it's nothing that anybody else can't do. It's what realtors aren't doing. And so we have, we are in the process right now of moving our CRMs from Chime to Follow Up Boss, just because of the openness of the API code and the ability to sync as many tools as we possibly can. Chime is a great system. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. It's just not at the same level that Follow Up Boss is at. And there's we could get into it and talk about that all day. But the point of this video is I really want to just introduce myself, who I am. My goal is to be the go-to person for any realtor across the country who is trying to create that 360 automated client experience. And so there's a few ways that we're going to do that. Not only do we have franchising options available with Reward Realty, but in addition to that, in the next 3 to 6 months, we will start licensing our software out to agents and teams so that they can also have the same kind of 360 experience for their clients. We're also working on some really, really awesome AI tech, mainly focused on automating the paperwork behind the scenes. But in a lot of ways, it's synced in with our client relationship management tool, and then as well as our transaction management tool. So we're building all of these things out together. And really, it's like Phil Jones says, doing the basics to a very high degree and doing them consistently. And so that's what we're really aiming to do, is make it easier for people to be consistent within their marketplace. That means consistently being fabulous throughout a transaction, consistently having the right paperwork, consistently providing the value to their sphere. We want to make this easier for people. I don't think realtors are lazy. I think that realtors struggle to be the best at so many things that it's hard to master any of these individual lead pillars or areas. So that's what I hope to share with people, is how I have built out these systems to really allow agents to focus on selling, focus more on selling and less on the transactional stuff behind the scenes. And by also making it easy for them to have those meaningful touch points throughout the transaction. So those are some of my goals. I invite you to take this journey with me over the next few months. We have partnered up with the Barra Agency to develop some of these AI tools and to really take all of our systems to the next level. And so we're really, really excited about the things to come and the direction that we're headed in. And if you're an agent in Silicon Valley and you want to learn more about Reward Realty, come on into our office anytime. We're located in downtown, right next to Running Shop in Morgan Hill. And myself and my assistant, we're in the office every day. So we're always here to help. We're planning hands-on workshops for our agents, teaching them how to create content, how to get in front of people, how to grow their spheres, and stay top of mind. So if you're interested in learning more, please feel free to reach out to me. Check out our website, rewardrealty.org, or you can send me an email directly at caroline@rewardrealty.org. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.